What's good, people? It is Tony the Savant. And before we get started, would y'all mind liking this video, commenting on this video, share this video as well. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content on the channel. I can't thank you all enough for the love and support. I greatly appreciate it. Let's get right on to the work because the Indiana Fever and the Chicago Sky have just concluded their much anticipated matchup. This matchup included, former NCAA basketball champion of LSU, Angel Reese, as well as the highly uh, touted phenom from Iowa, Caitlin Clark. Both these young ladies, respectfully, have been drafted to the professional level. And yesterday we got our first chapter, hopefully of many matchups between these two in the W. Uh, a very exciting game, if I could just throw that out there. It was a little cringe because I tend to forget how many blown layups go down in a WNBA game. I've been watching a few this season, and it's just one of those parts. I guess you got to accept from the WNBA. Outside of that, and a couple other wide open missed shots from Caitlin Clark. I'm talking about clear wide open threes. Aside from those things, I had no qualm with this game. It was a very entertaining game. Indiana Fever were able to pull off the victory, a 1-point victory, 70-71. Also sealing their first home court win this season. So kudos to them. A close game, and also being able to beat, I wouldn't call Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark rivals, but be able to get a game that clearly everybody was watching. I've seen a lot of people active on Twitter, on social media, talking about this game. So, good win for the Indiana Fever. I do want to speak to that play that Kennedy Carter committed. A lot of people have been running on the internet calling it a dirty play and all that kind of stuff, and really going at Kennedy Carter. And I'm gonna say this: I understand. I didn't think that it was necessarily a basketball play per se. But if you watch the full clip, you get some perspective as to why Kennedy Carter did that. If you look at the play previous, it was a very, hard fought play by one Aaliyah Boston. As she was going, toe to toe. I believe it was a play with her and Camilla. She was going toe to toe with Camilla Cardoso in her debut. Forgot to mention, we're going to talk about that on the Chicago Sky side of the ball. But anyway, Aaliyah Boston was going up for an offensive rebound. She shot a shot herself, missed it, got her own rebound. Shot it again, missed it, got her own rebound. Shot it again, missed it, got her own rebound, and then eventually ended up hitting the shot. Within that sequence, though, if you look up to your top left of the screen, if I remember correctly, you see Kennedy Carter and Caitlin Clark kind of jawing at each other. And then in the following play on the other side, after Kennedy Carter hits a shot, you can see her, kind of bump Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark sold it a little bit of a flop, but Kennedy Clark definitely bumped her very aggressively and knocked Caitlin to the ground. Like I said, it's not a basketball play, not something that I would do or encourage anyone to do. I think it is being blown out of proportion, because that's what the media does. They take a nothing and make it a whole bunch of nothing. But at the same time, like I said, I don't agree with the play. I just don't think that it was necessary on Miss Carter's part. But at the end of the day, she's one of those players in the league that is known for her toughness, her scrappy play, and her attitude. So, I'm also, if it was what's the young lady, Mabry, if that was Mabry, then I'd be a little bit more surprised. But looking at following Kennedy Carter over the years and kind of being familiar with what her career has how her career has played out, I'm not surprised that she was the one that got into this back and forth with Caitlin. Outside of that play, it was a good game, man. The Chicago Sky definitely didn't take it easy on Caitlin Clark, and that's a part of the game. May save I'm gonna do another video and talk about some other stuff I've been wanting to talk about as far as this media and how fans are reacting to Caitlin Clark. But outside of that, we can talk about. And as far as stats go, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so sorry y'all made my notes, but I started this video. Sometimes I got the notes, sometimes I don't. I do not have my notes in front of me right now. But on the other side of the ball, as I stated before, Camila Cardoso made her debut. She was injured up until this game, and she came out balling, man. You know, very impressive. I know she ended with 11 points. I want to say 4 or 5 shooting, or 5 or 6, or if not, completely good from the field. Can't recall exactly, but she did her thing in her debut. Um, and I'm super happy as a Chicago Sky fan to see her jerseyed up and active. As far as Angel Reese, our other marquee player from the 2024 WNBA draft, I need Angel to work on her game, man. Her offensive game is so like cringe almost. I really want her to develop a jump shot and a dribble. So she can beat people off the dribble from time to time. But Angel Reese's thing is defense and rebounding, and I think she was able to pull 13 rebounds, if I'm not mistaken. And I believe 8 of those were offensive rebounds. So Angel Reese is a hustle player. She's an energy player. She's not exactly what Caitlin Clark is in terms of shooting the three and all that kind of stuff. But I believe Angel Reese is worth the hype. I like, her attitude, her approach to the game. A lot of people take issue with her comments and all that kind of stuff. I don't pay that much attention to, these athletes to nitpick every word. But what I'm seeing from Angel on the court is far from disappointing. She's very impressive in my regard, in my opinion. And if she just sharpens up her offensive game, the sky's the limit for her. Um, Also, I want to just give a little shout out to Marina Mabry, although she missed a very big free throw to tie the game at the end of the game. I just want to give her credit, man. As far as our guards go, she showed me a lot yesterday. Very impressive, hitting some big threes, some big shots, going at Kaylin as well. I really love Mabry, and I wish somehow, some way, she could be our backup quarterback, our backup point guard, because she has that skill set. I think she'd be perfect coming off the bench and giving our offense a spark. Uh, but regardless of the fact, I do think that that game was one for the ages. It was the first of 4 meetings, so we'll get a couple more installments of this Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark matchup. Also with Camila Cardoso as well, throw her in the mix. Um, and as well as Aaliyah Boston. Aaliyah Boston really showed me a lot yesterday. She took up the challenge of going at Camilla in her first game. So shout out to her as well, man. She did her thing and essentially closed the game for the Indiana Fever as well. But I'm trying to think of everything. I think that's everything as far as that game goes. Shout out to the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark again. Big win, first win at home. And I got a lot of big hopes for Caitlin Clark as well as Angel Reese. They're just rookies, so I'm not expecting them to, take over the league just now. But these two young ladies will be forces in the W. So I'm here for all of it. I'm excited. That's all I got for y'all. Again, if you don't mind liking, subscribing, hitting the notification bell, and also commenting on this video, but hitting the notification bell so you can be notified when I'm dropping content and going live on the channel. Can't thank y'all enough for the love and support. It is Tony the Savant. Peace.